Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. For anyone that doesn't know me, I'm Sharon from Angelics-Speak.com and I channel archangels. Let's start. Greetings everyone, this is Sophia. I welcome each and every one of you with my whole heart. Welcome. We all know that it is a tremendously turbulent time on your world. And my heart goes out to all of you who are struggling or suffering. Some of you are very angry. Some of you are frightened. Some of you are both. Some of you are anxious. Be at peace. Dear ones, be at peace. For it is your emotions and turbulence that is affecting your earth. Yes, the light is purifying her, but in addition, your reactions, the tremendous turbulence that's being generated in some of you, is being reflected in your environment. There are so much earth changes going on. So many storms, droughts, fires, hurricanes, tsunamis, earthquakes. So much turbulence is occurring. Be at peace. When you can find your inner peace and serenity, even in the most tumultuous chaos flashing around you, there will be a bubble of serenity that is always immersing you in that joy and peace. And it comes from deep within you. You express that bubble of peace, and then you experience it as if it was external to you. It is your energy that you're experiencing. If more and more of you can let go of your suspicions, your fears, your agitation and anger, and instead become quiet, enormous shifts can occur in your environment. But as long as there is this tremendous turbulence happening in some places in the world will continue to reflect that. There is a saying, as within, so without. And this is what you are directly experiencing. The more agitation, anger, suspicion, finger pointing that occurs between man, the more that the earth will shake and burn and flood. Your weather is changing. Your climate is changing. And in the meantime, isn't it the same with people? Man is changing. And right now, many of the changes are very, very turbulent. Many of you don't have the inclination or the desire to contemplate this. and understand that your own inner chaos and turbulence and anger is fueling the very shifts you are angry about. Be at peace. Only in the state of peace can you get true understanding of what is happening both within you and outside of you. Only in supreme quietude can you affect the environment differently. Many of you who call yourselves light workers have taken on a persona of belief. That there are conspiracies, that there are horrible events happening under the surface, conspiring to destroy your country and its light. It is your own mind that is creating this. It is a defect in your thinking that attracts you to conspiracy theories, to so many outrageous beliefs. We don't fault you for this. It is part of your inner growth. But listen. Your world is divine, but it reflects your own thoughts. The more that you believe there are conspiracies happening around you, the more conspiracies you will experience. The more you believe in the beauty and the peace and the exquisiteness of your reality, the more you will experience that. Why do you choose to believe in such darkness, such negativity, when instead you could focus on the light? You can't point a finger at another saying, "Look how awful they are. We must overcome their darkness." Because then you simply increase the duality that you're already experiencing. Focus on the light. Focus on compassion, on the highest truths, on your own inner divinity. There is a saying that when you point a finger at someone, remember, 3 are pointing at you. So whatever negativity you are focusing on and upset with, there is a component of that within you, because you each are creating your own reality, your own experience. So why choose to focus on heaviness, darkness, anger, outrage, when you can become what you truly are? Rest in peace. Rest in your own inner divinity. Focus always on that pure, loving light that emanates from every single heart. When you sit in judgment of someone, you are sitting in judgment of God, of light, of divinity. There may be outer expressions from that being that you don't like. But turn within. There is always a particle of what you don't like outside of you that exists within you and that has not yet been brought to the surface and healed. Become still. Go within. Become quiet. Especially in some countries right now, there is tremendous turbulence. And it is a catch-22, so to speak, because the more turbulence you notice, the more turbulent you may feel within yourself. And that again feeds your dreamlike outer reality with yet more turbulence. If you want to deal with the troubles that you experience in the world, first deal with the troubles that you experience within you. Because you are expressing them outwardly. And it is a mirror. It's a mirror of what your soul is doing. Your soul wants to answer a question. So that being in its dream-like experience expresses a portion of itself. And it enters that experience in order to experience it outside of itself and analyze and understand it. In the same way, the reality around you is an expression of you that is outpictured from your own consciousness. Layer after layer after layer of mirrors, you see. You are mirroring the very activity your soul is mirroring, and your soul is mirroring the very activity that the Supreme Source is experiencing. Your reality is like standing in a house of mirrors. Have any of you gone to a circus and stood in a room where there's many mirrors? Now, when you go in there knowing that you are looking at mirrors, it's fun, isn't it? All the funny expressions of you that look so very different than how you see yourself in a normal mirror. And they reflect each other, don't they? So more and more and more reflections occur. If you know that you are in a house of mirrors, it's fun, it's hilarious. You come out laughing at what silliness, what crazy images you have seen. Let me let you in on a little secret. Each of you are standing in a house of mirrors. The thing is, you don't remember it. Imagine you had suddenly found yourself in that house of mirrors without knowing where you were. Wouldn't it be frightening? A million expressions of portions of you that are distorted. Some look angry, some look sad, some look frightened. And they're all you, but you don't realize it because you don't know that you're standing in a house of mirrors. This is your situation. Each of you are in a house of mirrors, seeing a myriad of reflections of tiny portions of yourself. Why would you dance with a portion of an image? A tiny distorted reflection of your own thinking, your own feelings, defects in your heart that have not yet been healed. Listen. Your world is your own creation. There is no one in this experience but you. You are dreaming. And the dream works just like a house of mirrors. Thousands of fragments showing tiny portions of memories that you've had from other experiences, of feelings, distorted, blown up, or compressed. You attack the mirror attacks back, doesn't it? Only 1,000 pieces of that mirror are attacking you. Why not sit quietly in the mirror? Then all of those fragments also sit down and become still. Be at peace. Let whatever dramas are going on the television, on Twitter, on Facebook, on all of the social media platforms, let them go. You can still visit them, but don't spend hours poring over conspiracy theories, over things that frighten you and upset you and take you far from the quietude within. This is what agitates your reality. Now, on the subject of climate change. Yes, there is a climate change, isn't there? The climate within you is changing. You are heating up. Your inner being is heating up with all of the light that's being poured into each of you. And each of you then are having very warm dreams. There is burning that goes on at times within each of you, burning out inner obstacles, inner impurities. And while they are burning, it feels like you're on fire. The world is on fire because you are on fire. Dear ones, be at peace. Be at peace in the storm. Be at peace watching the fire. Yes, take yourselves out of harm's way, but then be still. Let go of attachments to things, places. Become deeply attached to the light that exists always within your own being. Be attached to quietude and serenity and love. In Western cultures, there was a great being named Jesus. Many of you can relate to this. Jesus is a great being. What did Jesus teach? Love, compassion, healing. Surrender. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. One of those golden rules that are well worth embracing. Think about it. If you are sitting in a house of 1,000,000 mirrors, do you really want to attack one? You will be attacked by 1,000 mirrors. 1,000,000,000 mirrors will attack you. But if you send out love to those mirrors, can you imagine the love that will pour back to you? Remain high. Remain in a higher state. Do not allow yourself to be pulled down by your own creations. They're transitory. They come, they go. They're their thoughts. They're just expressions of your consciousness. Stay focused. Stay absolutely focused on the light, on that supreme, pulsating, luminous love that dwells within every single heart. In that state, your world will become quieter. As you sit down in a house of mirrors and stop fighting, the entire house of mirrors sits down. As you go within in a house of mirrors, 1,000,000,000 mirrors go within. Your awareness has tremendous power on what you experience outside of your being. Focus on the highest and be at peace. Meditate so that you can always remain in that inner state. No matter what manifests around you or in front of you, may you be so clear, so established in that state that you always act from the space of that light, not from your ego, not from old memories, not from contractions that are hiding in your heart, but from pure love and light. Let there be no exception to you standing in that space of divinity. For that is who you truly are. That is what you're waking up to. So instead of becoming angry at what you read or hear or see on television, go deeper. Gain understanding from within. Flow with the movement of the light. Then, if you're guided to act, it's the will of light instead of the will of your ego. From the space of that light, only pure actions occur. From the space of your ego, 1,000,000 more mirrors pop up. So go within and learn to establish yourself always to be at peace. we all send you so much love and light. I am Archangel Sophia.